Welcome students. Today we are going to start with our home book, page number 14. You know different kinds of weather, isn't it? Sometimes it is sunny, sometimes it is windy, sometimes it is rainy, isn't it? So today we are going to read the north wind and the sun. Okay? As I read, you will slide your finger and read along with me. The north wind liked to boast of his great strength. Now what do you understand by boast? To boast means to talk with too much pride. So, difficult words. To boast. To talk. With too much pride. Okay. The north wind liked to boast of his great strength. The sun, on the other hand, thought that there was great power in gentleness. We shall have a contest, said the sun. Contest means competition. Okay? Contest means competition. Far below, a man was travelling down a winding road. He was wearing a warm winter coat. As a test of strength, said the sun, let us see which of us can take the coat off that man. It will be quite simple for me to force him to remove his coat, brag the wind. Again, to brag means to talk too proudly about something. Okay? So, again here, to brag means the same thing. To talk too proudly. So, now you know that to boast and to brag both mean to talk too much proudly. The wind blew hard, so hard that the birds clung to the trees. The world was filled with dust and leaves, but the harder the wind blew down the road, the tighter the shivering man clung to his coat. Then the sun came out from behind a cloud. He warmed the air and the frosty ground. Frosty means covered with snow. Frosty means covered with snow. Okay. So, the sun came out from behind a cloud. He warmed the air and the frosty ground. The man on the road unbuttoned his coat. The sun grew slowly brighter and brighter. Soon the man felt so hot that he took off his coat and sat down in a shady spot. How did you do that? Said the wind. It was easy, said the sun. I lit the day. Through gentleness, I got my way. So this is a story about the north wind and the sun. And north wind always boasted about his strength. Okay. And he was very proud about his strength. Whereas sun believed in the power of gentleness. Okay. And one day, when North Wind was boasting about his strength, Sun said, "Let us have a competition." Okay, and what was the competition about? It was the competition was for making the man who was traveling along that road to take off his coat and thus prove who is powerful. Okay, so the wind readily accepted. Wind said, "Okay, it will be very easy for me. Within no time I will make that man take off his coat." So wind thought that as hard as possible I will blow so hard and I will force the man to take off his coat. So the wind blew very hard. Because of the very strong wind, the birds, they were frightened, and everywhere it was full of dust and leaves. Okay, but because the wind grew stronger, the man was shivering, and so he clung hard to his coat. So the purpose of the wind to force the man to take off his coat was not achieved. Instead, the man needed the coat more, isn't it? Whereas sun slowly grew brighter and brighter, and because of the heat of the sun, slowly the man started feeling hot, and the man gradually removed his coat, and then he went to a shady spot. So Sun was successful in achieving his goal. Okay, so it is not always necessary that only power helps you to achieve your goals. You can even achieve your goals through kindness and gentleness. So you should not boast about your strength. Okay, so this is all the story about. Now you will read the story as many times till you understand. Okay, now I shall be discussing the consolidate, page number 15. Answer these questions. Which character liked to boast his strength? You will directly get the answer once you read this story. Okay, so let's come to the second. What was the contest about? The contest between the north wind and the sun was about forcing the man to take off his coat and thus proving who is more powerful. Let's come to page number 16, question number 3. How did the north wind try to remove the man's coat? What did the wind do to force him to remove his coat? The wind blew very hard and tried to force the man to take off his coat. How did the sun, let's come to the fourth one, how did the sun achieve his goal? Now this answer you will easily get in the story itself. Okay, the sun grew slowly brighter and brighter. Soon the man felt so hot that he took off his coat. What is the message of this story? So, it is not always necessary that only power can lead to achieve your goals. Even kindness and gentleness can lead you to success. One should not boast about one's strength. So this is the message of this story. Okay, now let us see what is the homework for you today. Work for you today will be writing difficult words 2 times in your English notebook. Consolidate, page number 15 and 16, section A only. Homework, page number 17, section B. It says find these words in the story. I shall be discussing the fourth one, to undo buttons. It means to unbutton. Okay. And also section A on page number 17. Match the subjects with the predicates to make meaningful sentences. So this is the homework for you today.